Hello, Christina. My name is Sean Everett, and I am the website analysis expert over at Zucor Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis, and my first impression is that you have a beautiful website. Truly, I'm not really here for the aesthetic quality of it. It is one of the things I look at when assessing a website because sometimes people have terrible websites. Yours is not one of those, thank goodness. But here's the deal: the aesthetic quality of your website is what is going to get somebody to start clicking at all of these beautiful options that you have given them. It's sort of like going to the auto body shop and coming out with a beautifully painted car. People want to sit in there with you because it's just kind of a neat thing to be inside of. Same with your website. I am sort of more the mechanic. I am interested in the inside of your website because that is what is going to determine whether people come to you or not. Well, you need to get them here. It's a beautiful site. Get them here so they can start clicking. And that's something that is contained within your site, believe it or not. Now, I'm going to show you how I do this assessment. The first thing is I go to this paid tool that I have called Ahrefs. As you can see, I put in Andy Nichols Roofing, and here are your metrics from your site. Now, the next thing I do is I go to Google and do a plain old Google search for Houston, Texas roofers. I'm going to have to explain a little bit about Google here because it's important. The first bit you're going to find in a Google search are the paid ones, the sponsored ones, as they call them, because it sounds better, a little bit better than bought and paid. But sponsored sounds like you're buying Girl Scout cookies, I guess. Now, next is the map pack, and they're so called because they are attached to this lovely map. There they are. Those three folks have gone and filled out a Google business profile. Google has the opportunity for businesses to fill it out so that when you're out roaming around somewhere, you can just type in Lone Star Roofing and it'll take you right to them. Now, that's not necessarily a plus because I'm sure you want to send your salespeople out to their homes as opposed to having them come to you. But that's not really the point because this is part of the Google algorithm. Let me talk to you a minute about the Google algorithm. I'll try not to make it boring. Please don't fall asleep. The Google algorithm was developed by Google to give its web search customers the most relevant results that they thought they could get. Now, I'm going to click on this. I'm going to show you the word relevant here. You can sort the search results on any Google search by either the relevance or the distance. Now, what's relevant to you and me might be somebody that does good quality work and has really quality materials. But to Google, the most relevant results are somebody that has a good website. Now, I know which of those options I would rather have, but here's what they have given you. Now, underneath the map pack is what we call the organic search results. Again, these are wholly the result of what the Google algorithm determines should be the order of these. They don't switch around all the time. It's not random. They appear here because they have satisfied the Google algorithm. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go back to your site. I'm going to, here we go. I'm going to do select all, copy and paste into this word counter. Here we go. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to go back down and show you that Bronze Roofing was the number one, I'm going to call them your number one Google competitor for the purpose of this comparison. And I'm going to do the same to their website. Here it is. Lovely website. Not interested. Copy and paste. There we go. 1,291 words to your 1,032. Now, Google algorithms in general, not just Google's, don't really have intelligence. They just look for data, and more is better to them. So a 1,291 word result is better than a 1,032 result. It's that simple. But I can tell you this, that words are not the same. Google loves content, but all words are not the same to Google. They do have the algorithm looking for certain things, and that is keywords. Keywords. You have 281 of them on your website. Keywords are the words that you use in your industry all the time. Words like gable or tar or TPO or shake or whatever the roofing material is, or whatever people might be Googling about. Those are the words that people are interested in having on your website. And the same with Google. They want them to have those words on your website. They have an expectation of what those words are because they take all of their search results from a Houston, Texas roofers a search query, and they put all of those sites that come up together, they strip all the words out of them, and then they start counting the words and see which one appears most, second most, and so on. Those become the keywords that Google expects you to have on your site. Now, they don't necessarily have to be in any particular order, but there are a number of them, a lot, and I'm going to show you what I mean. You have 281, and Braun Roofing has 270. So there is an area where you actually win this contest. You win. You are above them by 11 words. You can beat them much more than that, and that would be in your benefit because there is some other reason why they are listed number one. I will get to that next. Here are their keywords that they use. Roof repair, roof estimate, and by the way, contractor is not the same as contractors. The same with company is not the same as companies. Singulars and plurals. The algorithm does not know English. It doesn't know that those are essentially the same word. It is just looking for raw data. So you want to have singulars and plurals. You want to have different terms. Repair, metal, best roofing companies in Texas. That's a good one to have on your site. I'm going to do a little really quick thing here. Find best. Do I have best? Yeah, you have two instances where best appears. The first one, best time to call, and the second one, I'm not seeing where it comes up, but I can tell you this much, it doesn't say we're the best roofer in Houston, and it should. There is no reason for modesty on the internet because the Google algorithm believes what you put on your web pages. Let me put it this way. If you put the phrase gorillas like bananas on your website, and somebody in Alaska typed that into a search, they would wonder why a roofer in Houston was going to come up in their search results. Well, it's because you have it on your website. The inverse is true. If it is not on your website, it will not come up in a Google search. Really simple. Let me show you the next metric that is of interest to me, the backlinks. The backlinks is where somebody, other site has, and I'll give you an example of those sites. Some other site has a link back to your profile on it. So here we go. I'm going to show you what your competitor has. You have 351. They have 1,100. This is where they're pulling in the lead. These are their backlinks. Homestead.com, yellowpages.com, superpages.com. A lot of these can be got on by just filling out a profile. And all of the things that I'm telling you to do today are things that you can do yourself. But I would not recommend it because it does take a little bit of expertise and experience to get the right results. And the end result that you want is to be up here at the top. Now you can be both here in the map pack and down here. All it would take for Brown to be in the top here is to fill out a Google business profile, which apparently they have not done yet. But somebody has released the hounds in the office behind me, so forgive me that. Here is where the rubber meets the road. Your backlinks and your keywords have gotten you 27 clicks in the last month. That's up or down 7 from the month before. And this is what your competitor had, 2,400. Now, you know that that is essentially 100 times more opportunities to get an estimate request, to get a new customer, to get money in your pocket. And all of that is because of their placement in the Google search. Now, anything that is below the related searches is really not useful to you. You want to be somewhere up above the related searches. That's what studies have shown. So Eric is somebody that can help you achieve these results and have this website, this beautiful website of yours, become a real tool that brings you customers and brings you money. I hope I have been helpful today. If I have, please give Eric a call and he will guide you through the next steps. Thank you for watching. You have a great day.